So, my usual DND group took a break from gaming to focus on real life stuff. Why getting married, making a family when you can throw dice? So I searched the internet up and down to find a new group to play Little with. And I found this very cool group. All of our characters were randomly created by the dice. So we got Tarka, the dwarf cleric, Cap, the pirate bard, Rambor, the human barbarian, Kratos, the Goliath warrior, and me, Alina, the slightly racist elf ranger. We start in a tavern. Everything is calm until some bandits begin to bother the barmaid. And Alina can't just sit there and watch, and neither can the others. The dice are against us, but Cap manages to put some of them to sleep. Alina threatens the leader of the group in a very cool way. Too bad she used the wrong language. Take care of the trash and a special stew is back on the menu, boys! Right then, the town's mayor enters the tavern and announces that someone just died. It's a weird illness that turns people into ice. The whole town is at the funeral. As we try to talk with the guy's grieving sister, Tarka notices a familiar figure. You see, Tarka has the same illness, but he found a sort of cure thanks to his god. But this friend of Tarka didn't get the memo and thinks that Tarka is an imposter. Well, at least the fight doesn't break out. Got to search the house of the victim to find any clues about the illness. Its cause, a possible cure, etc., etc. We convinced the elf that's guarding the place to let us in, and the place is trashed. As Alina scolds the guard, the others find a receipt for some blue bottles. We also find some footprints, and we decide to follow them before the snow covers them. We find a small cabin in the woods. Try to enter with a planned out and complex speech. It's us. Oh, come on in then. Inside is another dwarf that shows signs of the same illness. After some convincing, she tells us that she got sick from 2 blue bottles and that her sister has them and she's in the frog cave. To the frog cave! Alina is the only one with dark vision, so she's the designated guard elf of the group. Good thing Tarka can make something shine. We reach a sort of small frozen lake and we need to be careful and not fall. The guys make so much noise that they disturb a bunch of bats and they start to fight them. Can you believe how childish they are, Tarka? Do you see what I have to deal with here? After they're done dealing with the bats, Alina gracefully reaches the others. And just then, Kratos gets teleported away. AKA the player was busy that day. We move on to look for him and we find a sort of lake with a giant frog. And the dice does not want us to befriend this creature. So we fight it a little until we realize, hey, we are dangerous. Another guy appears, he knows where Kratos is, and we follow this guy on his giant frog. I like this guy's style. Alina is already fed up with my BS though. Kratos is here, just chilling. Get more clues and we go to the store that bought the blue potions, and the place is a wreck. The owner turned into a nice statue, but only after selling the blue bottles to someone. Great! We go back to the tavern to plan our next move, and then we find a little family that's happy because they just bought some blue bottles. Oh boy! We're on a time crunch now. But of course more people want to mess with us. Cap and Rambor stole something from this dude. Guys, what the heck? Something very important and special. Guys, what did you do? His mom portrait. What in the deep Rex? Okay, find the dude's necklace, avoid prison. Got it. Thanks to Cap, we get a ride from a ship, and this section is so filled with Italian references and memes that it will take me 3 video essays to explain them to you. So we have to skip them. Sorry. The important part is that a gnome steals an amulet from the cook, and she turns into a werebear. We calm her down a little, and luckily the gnome dropped the amulet. We arrive to our destination and we're welcomed by the granddaughter of the chef. Alina flirts with her, but fumbles so badly that even the DM doesn't notice. Sorry girl, you're one of my characters, which means you're cursed to have negative riz. Suddenly, a guy approaches. He and Alina performed some forbidden ritual in the past, and the guy is still pissed that it backfired on him. The others think that he's just a toxic ex, so we fight him, and he's pet yeti. And low-key jealous about that. Rambor makes a delicious yeti soup, by the way. The DM gets pity on me, and Alina receives a cute bear pendant. We meet up with another elf that, to help us get to our destination, kills some dragons. We greet them. Some do good, some do bad. I have +6. What the heck is this? We fly to our destination and we arrive to the ruins of this ancient city. And we fight these 2 little ice methods that seemingly wanted to enter the city. By the way, they are so cute. Okay, look at them. Look them up. They are so flipping cute. There are some armors acting as guards and we make quick work of them. Ah, poor guard. I knew him well. As we explore, we find someone trapped under some rubble, and as we free them, it turns out that it's a zombie that attacks us. But we help you, and that's how you repay us. We reach a corridor that is filled with zombies. Kratos summons an echo, and Alina summons her animal companion, a swarm of bats. And don't we all love bats in this group? Yeah, yes, we do. The zombies run, and we explore the other rooms. And we find a skeleton working on some potions. He's working on a potion that's supposed to kill gods, because these gods want to destroy this mystical city, which is the ruined city that we are in. Who's gonna tell him? Tarka calmly explains to the skeleton that it's been a long time and that his research has caused an illness that's causing pain and death to a lot of people. The skeleton is moved by Tarka's words, so it gives us the key to open any door of the place, the key that opens and closes any door. We lock the skeleton in his room. We follow the zombies in the other room and we find some giant crabs having a snack. It's the circle of life, YouTube. I'm sorry you had to learn it this way. Alina asks them if they saw any hidden chests. Thank you, speak with animals. They kindly point us in the right direction, and under some rocks we find a hidden chest, and inside there are all the vaccines. Yes! We thank the crabs and wish them a nice meal. We go back and we are celebrated like heroes, and each of our characters gets a nice ending. So where are they now? Well, Tarka went back to the skeleton to study together and to keep an eye on the guy. You never know. Rambor became a cook at Gordon's tavern. His Yeti soup, guys, I highly recommend it. 5 stars. Cap is exploring the world, stealing stuff, seeing stuff. You know, the pirate life. Kratos is finding himself in a way. Yes, I'm sure we'll hear more about his story. And Alina, she lived happily ever after with her Pookie Bear. I expect you to know. I expect you to know. I expect you to know. You really see the worst side of me. Will finally be eye to eye. I expect you to